I live. Hi. It has been a long time since I've been live. It really has. So I'm gonna be so awkward doing this. I'm trying to get this set up. I don't have I could just brought out the ring light for this, honestly, but I literally have my phone propped up on a box of crayons. I'm not even kidding. Um, so this is actually the first time I've ever live streamed on my phone. So I don't know what this looks like. I have it. It says it's set to horizontal. I sure as hell hope it is. I mean, I've got my laptop here. I can probably just look. You see, after not streaming for a while, you kind of forget. Uh, well, there I am. I wonder how the quality sounds. That's what I'm curious on. I wonder how the quality sounds. It's not that bad. Um, but I guess I'll have that there so I can see chat better if anyone even is watching. But anyway, so this is my 600 subscriber. Damn, almost knocked that down. I'm gonna throw that out of here. This is my 600 subscriber special. So let me just go ahead and I might be cheesy by saying this, but so in the beginning, when I first hit 100 subscribers, which was like, I forget how long ago at this point, but when I hit, um, hold on, I'm trying to, I'm using a new browser now. I switched to the Brave browser because I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. And so far, I've been enjoying it so far. I don't know if you've seen this yet. Oh, shit. Don't know if you've actually seen this yet. This is my new laptop, actually. It's a lot better for music production. $1,200 laptop. A really good laptop. Like I've made a couple songs with it already, which you haven't seen yet, but hopefully you'll see them soon. And the production or the producing experience on this thing it's a lot better than the trashy Asus bullshit that I had last time. But let's I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this without it being cringy. It's probably gonna be cringy. Um, so when I first hit 100 subscribers, I thought I thought that was the cap, right? I didn't think I'd get any higher than that, simply due to the fact that my content wasn't really good at the time. I used to just do Geometry Dash content, just do random level requests, which is probably where most of my subs came in because I tend to play level requests because everyone's like spamming IDs in the chat. If you've ever been to a level request stream, you know what I'm talking about. There's just IDs all over the chat. I was probably one of the only streamers who would play each ID going in order because a lot of people get mad when you don't play their level when their ID is clearly there. So I always did it in order and I would always highlight it to know it was there. So that was probably why I probably grew then, maybe. Or people just like to see me fail at level because I was really bad at GD at the time. I've gotten a little better since, but there was that, and I thought 100 was the cap. I didn't think I'd get any higher. And then around the time I hit 200 subscribers, my 200 sub special was me playing this level called 200, which was a level made with 200 objects. And I forgot who it was by. I don't know who that creator is. If you scroll down my channel, you'll find it somewhere. I think it's, if I haven't unlisted it, I'm sure it's still on there. But I say that because I enlisted most of my GD videos just so I could have an official artist channel because they don't like when you have so much different type of content. They specifically want you to like post music. But I think as soon as you get an OAC, they really don't care anymore. But yeah. But um, yeah, that was around the time, I was exclusively GD 100 and then 200 subscribers. I was still playing GD, and then I thought 200 was the cap, right? Like every time I hit the new milestone, I was just like, okay, that's it, right? I'm not getting any higher. So there was that. And then 300 subs comes around, and 300 subs I think is just a generic video of me talking, and I'm just like probably at the end of the video I wasn't recording, but like I stopped recording and I was just like, maybe I can actually get somewhere. Maybe I can get somewhere, because I didn't think seeing this amount of people. I mean, to be honest, it just overwhelmed me. One, because I've never had a channel. Any past channel I've never had over 20 subscribers on them. I think that my highest was probably 25, and that was about it. I don't think I've ever had a channel get any bigger. So, seeing 300 subscribers, I mean, that's overwhelming, right? So, GG, man, thanks. Um, but yeah, I never thought I'd see. Never thought, okay, you know what? If I have chat there and then I could see chat here. Well, I guess on here it pops in and out. On there it just stays. I might look at that more. But yeah, it was overwhelming for me seeing 300 people interested in my stuff. And I think at the point of 300, I was mixing music with GD, because they used to be separate channels. I used to have a channel dedicated to GD and a channel dedicated to music. And then eventually, when I started actually posting more songs on there, eventually I made a song. I think, which song was it? I think it was Sky. That's pretty old track. I made Sky and then I uploaded it to that channel, this channel, and then eventually I just decided to move all my music here. And I guess that's a good thing when it comes to the OAC, by the way, because it actually took the videos on that channel and put it here on this channel. So if you were to scroll down my video list, you'd see older songs on here that used to be on that channel. But yeah, 300, I was overwhelmed. But another thing is, I thought, maybe this is the chance that I get somewhere, right? So I'm actually, getting people who actually like my stuff, and that was awesome, right? And that was a great feeling to have. And then 400 subscribers, and let's see. I remember you were just a easy difficult fate. Man, that was a while ago. Man, I remember that too. That was like pre 100 subs. I think it was I don't know if it was between 100 and 200 that I changed my name and icon, or if it was after 200. Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah. Years. But um yeah, 400, when I hit 400, I again had the thought of, I'm actually getting somewhere. This is gonna be great. And I forgot the video I made for 400. I think was probably the cringiest one. I think that was the one I tried to choke down a Swiss roll. I think there were Swiss rolls in the kitchen. I thought about doing it again as a 600 sub special, but nah, that would have been dumb. But um 400 subs, that was really awesome. That was a great feeling to have. And um we've all done the cringe. That is correct. But I think at the time of 400 subs, that's actually whenever my family was just like cheering me on, because at this point, I kind of found my love, right, for music, right? And music was, I mean, music changed me. I mean, music, like when I discovered how to like make it and all that, you know, I never felt such a passion, you know? Like when you discover something and you can do it well, it's like that passion kind of grows in you. And yeah, I just kind of grew it, and what you all you really want to do is improve from there, right? So I've definitely can say that I've improved my music from then to now. But yeah, 400 subs was actually quite the moment. And then we come to 500. Now 500, man, how do I describe 500? I mean, my 500th subscriber was actually someone from my school, or I guess former school because I'm a graduate now, but someone was there and they were just like, they weren't subscribed to me. I knew them. I don't even know if they were really my friend, but we knew of each other, and he was just like, I had like 499 subscribers, and I was sitting there at school just like looking at it. That's what I tend to do when I'm one step away. I'll just like go on my channel like every 10 seconds just to see if someone subbed, and that's actually what I did here. Adult life is swag. Ugh, man, I've only been an adult for 2 years. Well, I guess 1 year. You become an adult at 18, and I'm 19 now, so I've really only been an adult for like a year and a couple months, I guess. But yeah, adult life really is not that fun, actually. Um, yo, 19 gang. Yeah, 19 gang. Let's go. But what was I talking about? Yeah, this person I knew was my 500 sub, and I tend to look at my channel when I was at 499 subs. I was always looking at it in school, like every 10 seconds. Open my channel, see, oh, refresh it. Did someone subscribe? Did someone new subscribe? And eventually, he was just like, I will subscribe. You know, one of them, one of those kids. You know, the I will. No offense. But yeah, they subscribed from there, and I hit 500 subs, and then I made a video at school. Um, it's a YouTube short. You can find it on there. You'll see it. It's probably one of the last shorts I made, either that or the second. I don't know. You'll find it. But after that, you know, and to be honest, now we're at 600. I feel like I haven't looked at any charts or anything. I don't know for sure, but I feel like this is probably the fastest I've grown. Like I went from 500, like I remember 500 subs, like it was like probably a month ago. 700 when it might come. I really hope 700, man, that'd be crazy. Man, you know, I thought 500 was crazy because I was like, that's halfway to 1,000 subscribers, 1K subs. Like 500 is halfway, and that's crazy. And now we're just a hundred subs away from, or we're 400 subs away from 1,000 right now, more than halfway. And 600 now. It was like, it only felt like a month ago or a couple weeks ago that I was at 500. But then suddenly, you know, I just look on my YouTube, I see, you know, 515 subscribers, 527 subscribers, 538 subscribers, you know, 562 subscribers, like all these things, and 573, 589, and then like 590. I was probably 595 is like the number that I remember. Oh Lord, that is a lot of zeros. It could happen. It could. But yeah, I was like looking 595 subs, and I was just like, wow, that was fast. That was extremely fast, you know? And I kept looking at it, and occasionally I pick up my phone and I would just look at my sub count, 596. And I was like, okay, a couple hours later, look, 598. And I was just like, what? And then I pick up my phone again, it's just like 597. I'm like, damn. But, you know, it's like I kept looking at my phone because, like, I never thought I'd see myself grow so fast. I never thought I'd see all of you wanting to subscribe to my cringe ass. Um, but I look, and then I looked yesterday. This was yesterday. I had 598 subscribers, and I was just like, it might happen. So then, you know, a couple hours later, you know, I'm doing some stuff. I do some things with my dad, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I look at my phone again, I see 599. 599 subs. And if you see me looking this way a lot, um, I'm not really on camera too often. Like, it's not really often that I kind of stream myself like this, so it's just kind of awkward for me, you know. Eventually, I'll get used to it. But I was at 599, and you know, I was helping my dad with his wires. He has a bunch of wires under his desk. You know, I was like zip tying them together and stuff. You know, make it more clean. And yeah, same here. So yeah, I was just like 599 subscribers. Whoa, it might happen. It might. So I was sitting there I was in my sister's house because my dad lives with my sister, right? So I was there at my sister's house and I was sitting on the couch, and she was over on the other couch over here. Like, this is the couch. There's another couch here, and then I was just like, sis, look, it might happen. And she was just like, oh my gosh, it might. Yeah, it did not happen that day. But today, it was like probably like 10, no, not 10, like 11 a.m. You know, not too early, but you know, breakfast at McDonald's just ended, you know. But that's so dumb. But I look at my channel and I still see 599 subs, and I'm like, it might happen today, maybe. And so I sit on the couch, and my brother's there too. You know, we're on the couch. We just watched a whole comedy special. You know, hour long. So I decided to check my channel, and I couldn't believe my eyes. 600, and I was just ecstatic. You know, and I showed my brother, and we were just like, woo, woo, a lot louder. You know, I don't want to be too loud. My parents are in the other room, they're watching stuff. But yeah, I was excited, and I really wanted to think, because I tried to think of ways that, you know, I could do this. Comedy, yes, it is very much so. But I tried to think of stuff that I could do, but honestly, I had no ideas come to mind. I thought that maybe I could, you know, show a couple, you know, previews of some songs, but to be honest, I have no idea how that would sound. I mean, I can I can give you like this one preview that I'm coming out with. Um, let's just see what happens if I do this. I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna bring it to like right here, and I'm gonna play this for like 1 second. There. That's like 1 second of audio right there. That's one thing that's coming out soon. Exclusive swag preview. Yeah. Um I don't even know if you could hear that or not, and to be honest, I really don't feel like checking. Non-professional live streamer, if it wasn't obvious. Let's see, do I have anything else that I can show here? There's also this song right here. There you go. That's another one. That one is actually a collab song. The first one was also a collab song. Uh, let's see. Do I have any more songs that I can show? Yeah, I got this one. I got this one other one. I'm gonna pull it up really quick. Oh, oh no, that's it. All right, let's see here. That is an ad. That is not what I need here. All right, here we go. There we go. There's like one. There's some 1 second previews. I like the upbeatness. So that's. I guess that's my. I guess that's what's gonna be included in my 600 sub special here. Just random previews of songs that hopefully are. You know what? I just thought of one. I can give you one more actually. I can give you one more because this song's not actually out yet, but it will be coming out very soon. Hopefully. This one is gonna cut on the label. Let me find it first. It might actually be unlisted. I gotta go to the studio to find this one. Alright. I love how fast this laptop actually is. Oh, Steve, I appreciate that, man. My tracks are always sick. I appreciate it. Your tracks are a lot better than mine, honestly. You make some sick garage band stuff, dude. I don't even know how you do that, to be honest. When I used to use GarageBand, dude, I was ass. Here, I can show you the drop of this song. There you go. Well, there's my song previews there. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've got coming soon. Hopefully, I haven't really been posting anything lately. I used to post quite a bit, but now I've just kind of been on the down low. Um, and that is simply due to the fact that adult life has started for me. I have to do an actual job because, I'm not at that point where I can make profit, off music and stuff or off YouTube or anything. So I can't really do that, but I gotta actually go out into the real world, um, which honestly hasn't been that relatable adult moment. Yeah, that's true. But I've been kind of out. I've low-key been off the grid. I've been kind of on my own, trying to do my own stuff. Trying to figure out adult stuff because I come to the realization that a ton of adult stuff is actually not too hard. It's just that I tend to overthink, and especially when I became a teenager, I always thought adult stuff was hard. Come to find out, I mean, things like taxes and stuff. Now that I think about it, I thought that was going to be the most difficult thing ever, but come to find out, it's just a bunch of simple math. It's nothing too complicated, but then again, I don't really do my taxes. Okay, that's probably a bad thing to say. TurboTax comes in clutch, right? But yeah, all that stuff I thought was gonna be hard, but it turns out it's really not. you just kind of tax evasion, yeah. Yeah, the tax evasion's real, man. But it turns out a lot of that is really not that difficult. It's just, as teenagers, we kind of tend to overthink the things adults do, especially when you're at that point where you're close to being an adult, right? When you're like 16, 17, you kind of just like, you're like paranoid. It's just like, oh, how am I going to do that? Oh no. But when you reach the adult years, you start to get a better grasp at things. I just realized I'm looking at that. I don't even know if I'm centered. I'm barely not centered. I'm just going to stay like this. But yeah. Do you see, I just now saw it in the background. That's my Avicii poster right there. One day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. It's a good quote right there. That's from, what is it, The Nights? Yeah, The Nights. That's a good song. Um, my sister got that for me a couple of years ago. I've hung it up. I've loved it ever since. Um, yeah, based quote. um, anyway, it had been. I mean, I was thinking of things to do for my 600 sub special. All that thing, because you kind of have to think about when you're doing stuff like this, like a milestone like this. But I honestly had nothing. And I come to the realization that I haven't done a live stream in a really long time. I mean, it's been a while. I want to actually check because I know it's been a long time, but I haven't actually checked how long it's been. Uh, Let me see. 9 months ago. Oh Lord, yeah, that someone's kid was born. The last time someone's kid was born, and the time I did not do a live stream. I had to figure out a way to word that. Yeah, that's a while, but I'm back at it. And the thing is, now that I have a better computer, a little bit of a better setup, maybe I can start doing FL streams. Maybe. Although, you see, I come from a point where like the new FL project, not the new one, not the one in the current version 2024, but when FL21 came out, there was the Bombs Away song, I'm Awake with Kara, Um, that one, when I played it on my old computer, it was just lagging so much lag. But now I play it on this computer and it's just like, it plays smoothly, like very, very smooth, and that's nice. I love that. So, maybe, I don't know what it's like to record. I haven't recorded FL on this yet. Uh, I tune into some more streams for sure. That's good to hear. But it could happen. It could happen. It might not. It might. I don't know. I have to think about it. But I haven't tried streaming or recording FL yet, so I don't know how the performance is gonna be. But hopefully it'll be at least decent. Because looking at OBS and then seeing encoding overloaded, I'm just like, God damn. But yeah, that might be fun. I mean, I have done a couple recordings on here for a different purpose for something else that I'm doing, but it runs okay. It runs exactly how I expected, but doing FL, I mean, doing streams takes CPU, and playing music at the same time takes CPU. I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, this laptop has a 8th gen Intel Core i7 in it, which I think is probably good enough. I mean, a lot of these producers, if they want an Intel Core, they go for like a 10th gen i9 or something like that. Something with like, less insured lag. Maybe even an 8th gen i9 would be just as powerful. I mean, I'm not the best with computer hardware. You know, there's some other producers that just use things like AMD Ryzen, maybe Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9. I've never used anything with an AMD in it. It's probably good, Probably not. I don't know. I've only ever seen AMD used for gaming. I've always been an Intel user. But I think the i7 in this laptop is fine. It's good enough. I believe it's powerful. I mean, it does things better than my last laptop did. My last laptop, I think it had like a second gen Intel i5 in it, which for music production, probably not the best option. I mean, if I wanted to use an i5, I'd at least use a 10th gen. A 10th gen, you probably wouldn't be able to record it, but it'd probably be enough to run your song smoothly. But this thing here, it runs songs like a beast, man. Like that Kara project, it's like almost 100 tracks, and it runs smooth. Like I love this laptop, and I understand all this beep poop stuff. I'm not so. Yeah, I'm just not very good at explaining stuff that comes with computer hardware. I mean, I know technology. I'm just not fully. I guess I'm just not fully versed in it. But there's some people out there who are, and they probably think I sound stupid. But yeah. Anyway, this I don't know how long I plan to do this stream for. Man, it's already been half an hour. Man, that's crazy. Um, but yeah, I want to thank all of you and appreciate all of you for getting me. I know what model my phone is. Lol. That's about it. Same. But yeah, I want to thank all of you for getting me this far, because I never expected it, and I don't even think anybody else expected it either. I didn't think that me producing these songs would garner me this much attention, and especially the Call on Me remix that I made that has over like 40 40 40,000 views probably. Like I don't think I've ever had, no, I've never had anything higher than that. Like that's actually insane to me that a remix like that can boost me like that high. Like I remember when it only had like 300 views. Like I remember it having like 300 views. Suddenly I wake up the next day, it's at 1,000 views. Then I wake up the next day, it's at 4,000. Then it's at 8,000, and then it's over here at 16,000, and then 32,000. Like all these views, I don't know where they came from. They're just so random. And um, if you're an artist channel, you get the option of seeing if your music was added to different playlists, and that remix has been added to like 100 different playlists, like over 100, and that's crazy. That is so crazy what that remix did. And I wonder how many views it's at right now. I'm just out of curiosity. 45K. Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot for me. And my channel overall has over 115,000 views, and that's crazy. Like that is insane. That's a lot of views for a channel of my size. But I really appreciate I really appreciate all of you for subscribing and listening to my stuff, because that really is something I never thought was to happen. Because like I said at the beginning, when I started other channels, I only had like 20 subscribers max, probably. I don't think I've ever gotten higher than 20. Yeah, I bet my highest was like 25, and that was probably it. I would get to like 25, and then I'd stop making videos, probably start another channel, make more videos, like 20 subs, then I'd stop. Because for some reason, I would like never have a drive. Like I never have a drive to do this stuff. But then suddenly, when I started playing Geometry Dash, and then I see all these people on my streams, it's just like, that's something that got me somewhere, and something, it made me want to stream. All right. And then, you know, whenever like I started making music and people were commenting positive things on my music, that made me want to keep going with music. And I'm really glad I stayed with music, or else it probably wouldn't have got as good as it is. Occasionally I will play GD. It's not very often anymore, especially now due to the fact that I actually lost my account and Top doesn't apply. He doesn't reply to his support email anymore. I probably have to hit the man up on Twitter. Yes, Twitter. I'm not calling it X because that's fucking stupid. But yeah, I probably have to hit him up on. I probably have to hit him up on Twitter or something so I can get my account back. Yeah, but occasionally I'll hop on and just play some levels when I'm bored. It's not really too often that I get on it anymore. But you know, occasionally, kind of like my fitness, right? I exercise occasionally. Okay, no, that's not true. I have been exercising though. I've been trying to, hit the weights, and all that kind of stuff. And you can see from my noodly ass arms, I don't really have muscle or anything, but I'm trying, right? And I'm trying to lose weight and gain muscle. I don't even know if you should be doing that at the same time, but do you remember me? I mean, of course I do. Why would I not? You've probably been on my channel longer than most of these other people have. I remember that one time. I think man, it was a while ago. We played this Among Us thing, but we were on Discord or something like that. That was a while ago. I don't even know if you remember that. But yeah, I remember who you are. You've been on my channel probably before I hit 100. Maybe at 100. You've been here for a while. Um, but yeah. Yeah. Bro, I think I called someone a cunt. That was, I think I got so mad I called somebody a cunt. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, I don't really like Among Us, to be honest with you. But um, what was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I was talking about my like diet, fitness, all that stuff. I'm trying to. I'm not overweight, but like I was 215 pounds, and as a 19-year-old, I don't know if that's normal or if that's overkill. I don't know, but Metro Exodus, yeah. But um, I weighed 215. Now I weigh 212. Right, I went down only 3 pounds, but it's crazy that I went down 3 pounds because all I really been doing was walking. Sometimes I look crazy when I do it, but I'll like walk back and forth in my house. I'll like go to the kitchen, walk here, walk back into my room, turn around, go back. And I did it for like a couple days and a couple weeks. I've been doing that and I went down 3 pounds. And that's just from walking. I'm probably gonna end up doing more things to it. I just got a bike not too long ago, so I'm gonna try to ride that around, my bicycle, whatever the hell they call it. I just call it a bike. But I've been on that, and I've also been trying to hit the weights. Trying to get that muscle, because I'm weak as shit. I really don't have muscle. You can see my noodly ass arms and all this skin that I've got. Even if I try to flex it, you don't see nothing, right? You don't see anything. Imagine if that was that was the thumbnail, just this. That would be so cringe. The fucking fitness shit. But yeah, I'm trying to get myself on that. And I'm still trying to look for a job. Believe it or not, nowadays it's so hard to get a job. It's like the hardest thing in the world, pretty much. Because the only way you're really getting a job now is if you know someone who works there. At least in my area, that's the case. Like getting a job here, you have less of a chance getting a job here than finding gold, dude. Like it's so difficult. Like I've applied to like everywhere in the area, everywhere. I'm not even kidding, everywhere, and that's not an exaggeration. I've literally applied. I've applied to a business that's literally well, not across the street, but outside the neighborhood that way. I've applied to businesses this way, literally everywhere, and literally no one's hired me. So I've just been, sitting here bored the whole time because I don't go to school anymore. I graduated, and I just kind of sit here bored. I mean, making music. I could make music, but I really want to get these songs that I have out first before I start making some new things. Cause I try to I try to make music that's like I used to just focus on one project, get it out, and then go to another project. But now, since I'm doing collabs, I have to kind of keep track of like 3, 4, 5 different projects, which, is kind of stressful. So I'm trying to keep those, I'm trying to focus on those before I go to other things, right? So, that's going to keep me less stressed because I really don't want to stress out to music because I love music. The last thing I want to do is stress out to it, right? So, yeah, that's basically that's my synopsis on music, right? As of right now. But I am making new things. I've had plenty of ideas. I've recorded voice memos of many ideas, and I use those. I do what Rios does. But anyway, that's really it. That's really all I got to talk about. I really appreciate you guys for getting me to 600. Get that here. I really appreciate you guys getting me to, or getting us. I mean, not me. I provide the content, but it's you guys who subscribe, right? You know, you work at your own pace, so it'll turn out great. That is something that a lot of music producers don't really grasp, is that they don't work the way they want to work. They work by what people expect, right? When you have, because some people have a reputation of like uploading songs like just, quick. But, and I was like that too, but you get to a point where you burn out and you have to start working on music at a pace that you're comfortable with, right? If it's slow, work slow. If it's fast, work fast. If it's middle, kind of, then, work at a moderate pace, Work at something where you're not going to stress the hell out because, I was like that. I got burnt out. I was stressed. But then I started working at my own pace. And eventually, I was all good from there. And that's something that a lot of these music producers, they really need to know. And I've been producing for like 6 years now and finally found a pace that I'm okay with, right? Something that I can manage, which is a good thing. I still definitely need to be more moderate, but it's all good. But anyway, that's really all I've got for this stream. I really can't think of anything else to talk about. But I really appreciate that you guys got me to, that you all got me to 600. And, I mean, I provide the content, but you guys watch. That is something right there. You are my third oldest online friend. That's crazy. By oldest, do you mean like in age or how long you've known them? GG on 600, yeah. I am curious on that now. Now that you've got me curious. How long you've known me? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway, yeah, I really do appreciate it. Since this is my first time streaming on this thing, I wouldn't know how to end a stream, honestly. I wonder if it's just the X button. Maybe. Oh, yes it is. Alright. I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll do another stream. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But we'll just see what happens in the future. And I hope good things come. in the future, you know. Honestly, bro, these last 4 years have been something. Maybe 2025 will be better. Hopefully.